Robert, you mentioned the fact that this is an American-born pope. He was born in Chicago. What can you tell us about this first ever American-born pope, formerly Cardinal Robert Prevost?
Well, what we had heard from those who are close to the Vatican is that the reason that Cardinal Robert Prevost was considered a bit of a dark horse outside lane kind of pick was because, yes, was an American, born in Chicago, Illinois, but had spent so much time overseas in South America, in Peru, also had deep roots when it comes to other nationalities as well, Spanish, French, and Italian roots. An Augustinian, studied canon law, church law in Rome, were certain elements that made him, not just succinctly an American of the church, but also someone, who was of the world entirely. And that's why some believe that if there were one American who could possibly attain this role and ascend to the papacy, it might be him. And sure enough, that was the decision that the College of Cardinals made behind closed doors. We don't know how they came to that conclusion. We don't know what those conversations were like, and we will never know, due to the sacred oaths of secrecy that all of those cardinals had to make, placing their hands on the gospel, vowing to not discuss what was mentioned behind those sealed Sistine Chapel doors. But it took 4 votes in order to get to this point, 4 rounds of voting in order to determine that this was the person to lead the church into the future. And as you hear those bells tolling and you feel the eternal city come eternally and existentially alive in this moment, and you feel the vibrations and the hums of life all throughout here, once more, this city which has called home to so many chapters of history, through the Roman Empire, to the Holy Roman Empire, to the Renaissance, has now written yet another chapter, and the United States is squarely in the middle of those pages. Nichole?
And Robert, we know that the sun has now set there in Vatican City, but still plenty of daylight. We are getting a glimpse right now of just a piece, and I want to emphasize for our viewers, what you were seeing on the right side of your screen, that is just a small portion of the massive amount, tens of thousands, if not more, people who have come to be here to witness history in person. Robert, I know you talked about kind of having a bird's eye view. Describe what you were seeing from your perspective, from your position.
And I'm watching it right now, Nichole, is that the way you're seeing this mass exodus of people out of St. Peter's Square who are marching out of the tunnel, across the streets, back here into Rome proper. I mean, it's thousands upon thousands of people coming just squarely in our direction right now. So that doesn't even take into account, we are slightly south of the Vatican right now. So that does not take into account people who are heading east and north out of those major thoroughfares that are there as well. But we were watching as people were sprinting towards St. Peter's Square, trying desperately in order to make it to Vatican City on time, just to have the chance of catching a glimpse of the new Holy Father. This moment in history that plays out so seldom here, and people wanted to be a part of it. And we've been meeting people all week long, some who have come from Chicago that we've met, some who have come from my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. We met people from Columbus, met people from North Carolina. We met college students who were studying abroad and wanted to be here and take in this piece of history. Met people from Ukraine and their war-torn nation. We met people from the Middle East. We met people from Africa, where the faith has expanded so much in recent years. We met people from Asia, Southeast Asia, which has been such a point of emphasis for the Catholic Church. Met people from Argentina who were draped in their home country's flag in support of Pope Francis and in support of their faith. And it's just amazing to see so many nationalities, so many people, so many backstories, all represented in one single city here, shoulder to shoulder, here for this moment.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.